Alright guys, so like I said before, there's like I guess like a 10-second lapse before what I see on my stream and I guess what you guys see out there at internet land. So let me just organize things real quickly here so that I can both see myself and I can also see you guys chatting. Alright, so it's Mark Rodriguez here, and I just saw It. So, that's the weird thing, the movie named It. Because it's just, I'm gonna go see It. See what? It! Wait, what? Like, it's weird. I always gotta explain that. Now, let's wait a bit to see if, anyone's on here. It does say it's live on my side. Let me just keep, checking and all that good stuff. Now, I guess you guys must have some kind of notification that I'm live if you guys are subscribed to me. Because I am subscribed to some people. And, like, for example, my friend SS Goshen 4, shout out to her. She has an enormous Dragon Ball Z collection. Whenever she live streams, I get the notification that SS Goshen is live streaming now. And I think Robert Storms also live streams once in a while. It'll also say it. So, if you guys are subscribed to me, you should see some kind of notification there. And, hey, we got one guy watching. Now, for you guys to know what to expect, I know most people do streaming with video games. It's kind of like a talking thing. What I'm going to do is, I did announce I was going to go see the It movie, and I actually did. So what's going to happen is that I'm going to give my review on it in about 15 minutes. To start at 8 o'clock, correct. Let's see, who else comes on. And we'll see, I'll give my thoughts. This is like unscripted. There's no retakes, no do-overs. It's all whatever is on my mind. I might mess things up. You guys can correct me in the chat. Because one thing is, I don't remember all the kids' names. I remember Georgie, the kid that died, and I think his brother's name is Bill. I think the chubby kid is Ben. Of course, the girl's Beverly. And, so you guys can kind of help me out with some of the kids' names. I kind of forget most of them and everything, but, yeah. So, that's what we'll do. Whoever's watching, if you can say something in the chat, please, maybe, so I could kind of make sure that's working for me. Let me see. Do I have to chat first? Let me see here. Okay. And the hard part is, it's hard for me to do this kind of sort of. I don't know if maybe if someone else, like if you have a more faster, more advanced computer, it's a bit more real time. But for me, it's going to be kind of hard. So forgive me if you ask me stuff and I don't answer like right away, because it might take time for either for me to see it in the stream, or if I do answer it, it'll probably take like a 10 count before you get to see it in actuality on your side of the world. So whoever's watching, be sure to say hi. That's one thing that's kind of bad about YouTube. You like have to be a member of YouTube to like say something, like I understand, to make videos or something, but if you're just a regular person who doesn't make videos, you just like to watch the videos, you just want to see the Oppan Gundam style and whatever else is like the new trends and people playing with the fidget spinners and stuff like that. If you're just like a watcher, like you should still be able to comment on YouTube. If you're not subscribed, you can't comment, you can't like or hate, dislike, you can't write in chat. So I do understand if you're watching this now and if you're not like subscribed to YouTube or logged into YouTube, you can't really say anything. But assuming this thing is in real time, it says one person watching, so hey, I thank you for watching me. But let's see here. We still got a couple of more minutes here. And I do wonder, if someone does say something, I almost wonder how it looks like on my thing. Oh, man. Because the thing is, if by chance you guys can't for some reason, because it's in blocks or some crap like that, I probably won't. Do you have some way to... Okay, so I can pop out the chat here so I can see it. That's another thing. I gotta learn how to do that. I've seen people have the chat pop up in the stream itself. Oh, there we go. We got Pazzo Scansapatice. Pazzo Scansapatice. Oh my god. Okay, I'm just gonna call you Derek because that's so much easier. And yes, I've heard of a series called Death, but I haven't really had much time. It's kind of hard though. The thing is, my job. Well, most of the jobs I get, I used to like way back when I had a part-time job. It was kind of you have more time, but this is a full-time job, and most of the time, my full-time job, my life revolves around waking up, doing a little bit of here and there, getting dressed, getting ready, and hang out the door, doing my job, doing the best I possibly can, and then when I get home, it's usually shower, make dinner, maybe watch a bit of TV, whatever, and then just go to bed and rinse and repeat. So it's kind of hard. I can't really do much like to the weekend or something, or I get a surprise day off, like Labor Day. I was off Labor Day, and yeah, it's kind of difficult to find in time because there's so many things. It's like I want to make a video, I want to play a game, I don't know, maybe I want to binge watch a certain show, and whenever the WWE pay-per-views are on a Sunday, whoop, there goes my Sunday. We got like fucking 7 hours of wrestling. There goes my Sunday night, So that's the thing. And let me see here. Yes. Now, one thing. Now, I do want to review Death Note. I want to make an actual video. I could probably answer a couple of questions here and there on Death Note when I'm done with the it portion of the program. But I do want to say though that I was a big fan of Death Note when it first came out. I watched it way back in the day, and I actually still have my collection, my manga collection. I have the Mexican manga collection, because I was still living in Mexico at the time, so I have all the issues, all, in Spanish and everything. And as they were releasing the DVDs, I was buying all the DVDs. And back then we were still in Mexico, so I forgot. I think like on YouTube or something, like whenever a new episode appeared on Cartoon Network for you guys, there's always that one guy that puts it on YouTube. So I would watch the episodes on YouTube as they would come out, and I would buy the DVD sets as well. So I own all the DVD sets of the original series back then. I know now you can get them in like a big collection thing. I have the manga, like all the Mexican ones, and I got a couple of the American version of the manga, and I also got all 3 live action movies. There was 2 live action movies, and the third one was all about L. That was called L Changed the World. I got all 3 of those. And I also got these weird 2 mini movie things that were kind of like retellings of Death Note. It's kind of like a mixture between seeing some of the original anime and some new animation just thrown in there to kind of recap all of Death Note. There was one recapping everything regarding Light and L, and there was one recapping everything with, Nier, Mello, Mikami, and all of that. So I haven't really seen them. I still got them in their stoner packaging because, haven't had time. But yeah, I do want to talk about Death Note. Maybe what I want to do, I want to see the stupid Netflix version. I'll watch it, and maybe I'll give my thoughts on it. And we could have like a whole Death Note discussion all about that. I could talk about the American version, and I could kind of go based on my memories of the anime and the manga, and a lot of stuff of the manga. Because in case you didn't know, most of the stuff with Light and L was almost exactly from the manga. I don't really remember. There might be a scene or 2 different or changed. But a lot of the stuff when Nier and Mello came into the picture was actually kind of cut out and rushed and everything, as opposed to the manga. The manga actually gave them much more time to breathe on it. So that's one difference. Whenever the anime reaches like newer characters after L died, it kind of like fast forward and breeze through a lot of stuff, especially a lot of Mello stuff. So that is one of the differences. So anyways, we are 10 minutes away from 8 o'clock. And I got 2 people watching. Sound off, you people, whoever you people are. And I promise that whenever I learn how to... Is there some way to do this? How do I... Oh, I have an L. I have an L pop vinyl that has like a cake. Because I guess you can buy a regular L and an L with a cake. I haven't been able to find a Light Yagami one yet. Is there a Misa pop vinyl? I want a Misa pop vinyl. Because I think the pop vinyls, all they got is just Light and L. But, I mean, we got Nier, we got Mikami, Misa, Ram, Ryuk. I want another Light, like the adult Light with the black suit after he became the leader of the SPK. No, the SPK was with Nier. Wait, yeah, the SPK was for Nier. And whatever they called the team that L had, Light took over as L. Oh, God, Light was L. So, I want a pop of that. Now, let me see here. Is there some other way that I can possibly add the chat, because that'd be cool. That way you guys can actually see the chat. But I'm not really sure here. How do we? Oh God, yeah, I gotta learn more about this. I guess not. Yeah, I'll figure. I gotta tinker with this. It's kind of hard because some of the things you can't even see it until you're actually doing it live. So it's kind of awkward. You guys might see some random streams of me just signing in and signing off real quick because I'm experimenting. So yeah, we got two people watching there. We got two people watching. We already got Mr. Derek here talking. Hi to you two, second person watching. And yeah, what can I say? Before I start the review, it was an interesting day. I did stuff around the house. I got out. I hit the mall, check out a couple of Funko Pops here and there. And one interesting thing what happened is after I went to the mall to just check, I haven't been to the mall in a long time, so I was kind of checking out to see what stores are still there and what are not. Because nowadays, if you guys aren't like if you guys still have a mall in your area, chances are you got lots of stores that are closing down and shutting down and stuff like that. Like, I don't know, malls just aren't as big as what they used to be. I don't know. So I was going around, bought some pops, bought some comics, whatever. I went to eat some food and whatever. The movie's gonna start, like about 45 minutes. I went to go there. So as I'm heading to the movie theater, I was heading down like, it started to rain and stuff. So I headed down to the movie theater and I was counting my money and everything. And one of my quarters fell on my hand and it fell into like the water. Like the water was kind of going and stuff. So the water threw my quarter down the sewer, like the little drain thing. I was like so pissed off because I'm like, dude, it's like, I don't know, if it was like a penny or a nickel, I wouldn't care, but it's a fucking quarter, man. I'm like, really? So I tried to get in there, tried to get my quarter out, and I'm like, fuck it, whatever. It's only a quarter anyways, whatever. And as I leave, I hear like, hey, Marky! And I'm like, the fuck? And it's like, hey, don't you want your quarter, Marky? And I'm like, the fuck? Who the fuck said that? I'm looking down, and it's like, hey, I'm Pennywise the Dancing Clown, and I got your quarter here. Like, don't you want to get it? I'm like, no thanks, man, no thanks. I'm trying to kind of walk away from here because I'm like, holy shit, man, they're really bringing this promotion very seriously. And he's like, well, don't you want more subscribers for your YouTube channel, Marky? And I'm like, whoa, subscribers? Yeah. I got lots of subscribers down here just waiting to watch your YouTube channel. And right here they float. They all float. And you can float too, Marky. So I was kind of curious. I'm like, hey, I need some more subscribers. So I try to reach down there to see if I could get my quarter back and some subscribers. And he kind of fucking reached out to get me. And I got kind of slashed around here. If I could see it on camera. It's an awkward. Yeah, I got slashed. I'm like, the fuck with this? I mean, it ain't worth it for the subscribers. And I fucking ran away and all that stuff. And then I proceeded to watch the It movie, which was a lot more creepier after meeting Pennywise in person, After that, I did some basic, serious shopping. I went home, did my bills, blah, 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 blah. And here we are. And we are 6 minutes away from reviewing it, ready or not, whoever's watching, whoever's not watching. I see two people here watching, and whoever the second person is, you'll float too. You'll all float. Yeah. So anyways, let's just wait here. We got 6 minutes on the dot at 8 o'clock, exactly 8 o'clock. We shall go into it. And yes, Derek, I have heard of Hero Academia, but I just haven't had time to see it. I don't know. There's certain things that, I don't know. I mean, there's some series I want to watch. There's one that's called Restaurant to Another World, where I guess people eat in a restaurant and you're taken to some other dimension or something. So I'm kind of curious. I kind of want to watch that. If the first episode gets me, I'll keep watching. And there's one called something like Saving the World with My iPhone or something. I guess this kid, and that's a common thing. There's a lot of anime nowadays where kids die or something, and instead of going to heaven or hell, they end up in this other world, or maybe they don't die. Maybe they're just there. There was some series called, I think, Real Life. That's kind of like that. Konosuba's like that. The main character dies and wakes up in this RPG world. And now this one's also, this kid is in an RPG world that of course takes place, like in the olden days, without technology. But he still has his cell phone, his iPhone, smartphone. And he uses it for whatever, I don't know. I don't know what you can do with a smartphone that would save the world, but, But, Yeah, I'm noticing that. There's a common trend now where there's at least 3 or 4 different series that revolves around a main character in the real world that somehow dies or in a coma or something, and they wake up and live in the RPG-ish or some other kind of fantasy type world. But I do want to watch that one. I want to watch both of them, but I still want to watch Dragon Ball Super. So the 2 shows that really got me religiously watching, as if you guys can tell by watching my channel, is of course, Dragon Ball Super with the Tournament of Power and King of Fighters Destiny. I just love King of Fighters. It was a weird plot hole with the Terry Bogard being a kid, and they got the age. Well, I'm not going to go into that because if I do, the stream's going to be about that and not about the movie. So we got 4 minutes left to go. 4 minutes. Cuatro minutos, amigos. And oh yeah, I know who you are, Mr. Neutronium Ranger. Yeah. I know you're watching this, and you're probably thinking about yourself that you're probably thinking like, holy shit, the Saturday night, and I got nothing better to do than watch this fucking goofball on YouTube live stream about stupid movies. That's what you're thinking right now. You're probably thinking to yourself, is that how far my life has sunk? That I got nothing better to do than to watch this clown on live stream. Basically, oh, we got a third person there. Welcome, third person. Come join us down here. You'll love the balloons. They float. They all float. And you float too. Oh, God. I'm having so much fun doing that. This is crazy. But, oh, my goodness. Okay, so you guys can start off on the chat there. I don't know much about Lelouch or Lelouch. I don't know how it's pronounced. I remember. Well, I guess PewDiePie is the big one. He is the top YouTuber, so I don't want to compare myself to him. I personally don't really watch his videos. I'm not gonna say nothing bad or good. I'm just indifferent to him, but you know, I can't compare myself to him. Like, dude, that's like he's the big dude, you know. But yeah, the only thing I know about Code Geass is that Lelouch has something, I guess, called the Geass that he can use to control people. And the only thing I know is that in the first episode, he somehow made everyone, like all these soldiers, just kill themselves due to his abilities and whatever. But that's all I know. I haven't really seen the series, but I do remember that for some reason that series is very similar to Death Note. I guess its series is similar to Death Note in the way that the main character is like, I guess he has power, he can control who lives and who dies, and he goes insane with that power. So it's a whole different series, but that kind of thing is kind of similar between Lelouch and Light. So no, I don't think so. I don't think it was the same manga writer or someone else. I'm not sure, but I think it was by a different manga writer. But I remember back then people were comparing it a lot and everything. And yes, I know about October 6th, and I know what's happening October 6th and everything. But okay, it's almost 8 o'clock. We got uno minuto más, muchachos. Solamente falta como 30 segundos para comenzar aquí el show. Vámonos, sí señor. Okay, so we're almost there. We are almost there. I'm gonna kind of keep it quiet now. I don't want to go over the limit because let's do this at 8 o'clock on the dot. I haven't seen that show. I have seen some episodes of Daredevil though, but not the Defenders. I mean, there's only so many hours in a day, you know. At 8 o'clock, I start the official. Oh, there we go. Hey guys, it's 8 o'clock here. And this is Mark Rodriguez for all you people, all 4 of you watching out there. And as promised, I'm going to do my review on it and give my thoughts. So, yeah, I went to see the movie, and what can I say? The first thing I want to mention about the movie when you compare it, because I know there's going to be a lot of comparisons to the original miniseries with Tim Curry and everything, was that, and by the way, heavy spoilers, this is a review, it's heavy spoilers, so if you guys have not seen the movie and have not seen the original, be warned, because I'm going to go deep into this, and if people in the chat by chance ask me stuff that's very spoilery, I am going to answer, so no holds barred. If you haven't seen the movie It yet, the 2017 version, be warned, there are spoilers. So, the biggest difference I see here in this movie, and I do kind of understand why they do it that way, in case there's change in actors and all that, is that this movie basically takes place all like during the kids' childhood, like this losers club of outcast kids. The whole thing about it is that it actually comes out every 27 years. So what the original miniseries and also the Stephen King novel it's based on deals with the fact that these kids encountered it and defeated it, but they made a promise that if this would to come back in 27 years when they're adults and everything, they would team up together and take it out again. So in the miniseries version, we see like a kind of back and forth. We see them as adults. They kind of sort of forgot about it and all that stuff, so they kind of wonder if it was real or not, whatever. There's hints that it is coming back. He kind of messes with them, and they start having flashbacks of their childhood and everything. So the original series bounces back and forth a lot between the adults and their childhood stuff. This movie is all about the childhood. I'm not gonna see the adults yet, and there will be a sequel with the adults facing it again. So yes, the movie does start out with the famous thing with Georgie doing the paper boat thing. Now, this is something I didn't even know because I've never done that in real life. I didn't know you had to put like wax on the boats to make them float. So as you expect, the boat goes down the drain and whatever. Of course, Pennywise appears, and I just noticed a difference because Pennywise is just so fucking creepy as hell. And that's one thing lots of people have been saying in the reviews when he first started showing images what Pennywise is going to look like, because the original Pennywise was a more or less normal looking clown. He was kind of weird, but he was still more or less a normal looking clown. You're not supposed to suspect anything until it's too late, you know. But this one just looks creepy as fuck from the start, you know. But yeah, he does talk to the kid. He kind of makes little jokes. Oh, there's a circus down here. We got candy and chocolates and balloons. And so he tries to talk him into it. But oh my god, when he finally gets the kid to reach in to grab the balloon, he fucking bites his arm off. So you actually see the kid falling on the ground, screaming with missing an arm and blood and stuff, and the clown arm drags him into there. So right off the bat, like wow, that scene just got me. Now, one thing about the movie is that the movie relies on, like, I guess I should say, the more modern horror tropes. Lots of jump scares, lots of shaky camera. If you guys have seen like these movies like Paranormal Activity and I don't know, all these movies they got nowadays with the shaky camera, they got those ones where the monster in question moves jerky, choppy, and whatever. Like every time you're like alone with it, like in a dark room, he just like comes at you all like choppy and everything, and it looks like blurry and just creepy as fuck as he fucking throws himself at you, you know. So basically, the movie starts out with that. And as we find out later on during that year, his brother, Georgie's brother Bill, still doesn't let go of the fact. He still thinks that he's missing, and he has some, little loser friends there. He got a kid with glasses that's allergic to a lot of stuff, and he has this inhaler. And there's like this chubby kid named Ben that they also meet and everything. And you got these real sick people. You got these real sick bullies, and it's like, damn, these bullies, I guess, are kind of like a mini gang. Because, I mean, yeah, it's a big difference between, how people, they beat you up or whatever, but actually putting out a switchblade and carving your name on someone's, like, belly, that's like, kind of taking it too far, dude. So even the other guys were kind of, like, thinking he was taking it too far. So, yeah, the bad guys are trying to carve up Ben, but, he manages to get away. They also have this girl, Beverly, and they're friends with her. So, basically, you get to see how all these kids got together and how they all became friends and everything. But they start seeing like visions, because basically in the movie it is everywhere, even in your house, anywhere, any moment it could just appear, and you see these weird visions that only the kid sees and no one else. One kid is afraid of like this creepy painting, and the fucking painting actually comes to life and tries to kill him and stuff. Of course, he's the only one that sees it. We still got the famous scene where the sink, Beverly's sink, gets like stuffed up, and all this blood comes out. It's like a lot, because like in the original movie, it was like a balloon, and the balloon popped, and there was blood in the sink or whatever. But in this one, like, dude, they fucking painted the whole bathroom red. It was basically, it squirted out, kind of like Freddy Krueger when he killed Johnny Depp or whatever. It just covered everything in blood, and of course, Beverly's dad came to see. He saw nothing. So what do you gotta say? That town is just fucked up. Like, all the kids got fucked up parents in one way or another. It's just, Beverly's dad is very creepy and fucked up. And there's a scene in the pharmacy when Ben got cut up and the kids needed, like, medical supplies. Beverly help them get the medicine. But what she did was she was trying to seduce the pharmacy guy, which is like hella old dude. And he was checking her out and everything. And while he was distracted, the kids would run away with the medical supplies without paying for it because he couldn't afford it. So like the whole town is fucked up. Honestly, that whole town is fucked up. So anyways, yay, hello there, Tonam HD. Anyways, let's see what else. So what can I say? Pennywise is also very quite a character here. Like I said, this movie goes into like how these kids meet and everything, and how they become friends, how they have like a bond and all that stuff. There's a big thing with Beverly, like everyone loves Beverly. What's his name? Bill and Ben both have crushes on Beverly, so they kind of do that. And I guess Beverly, like they're all outcasts for different reasons. Beverly's case, I guess there's rumors that she's giving it up everywhere and stuff like that. And of course, Ben is picked on because he's chubby, and everyone's got one thing or another that they're kind of losers. They become the gang of the losers and all that. But yeah, so some people might get a bit disappointed that Pennywise isn't in the movie too much. There's like entire parts where he's not even in there, or he is in there, but of course in his other forms, because it does turn into all kinds of different monsters and things. He's based on all your fears. So this kid that is afraid of diseases and crap, he sees this leper guy, zombie-ish, covered in diseases, going after him and everything. And yeah, but he's not in the form of Pennywise. So Pennywise is very cool. I don't know. I like his design. Like, I know people complained back then when they first saw the picture, but he's just so weird. He's just so creepy. The thing I like the most is there's a lot of times where he just comes out of like small places. So he comes out like all bent and stuff. So the whole thing of him being like bent and then just snapping and popping into place and everything, and it's happening before you, and you're thinking, as you're seeing this creepy as fuck thing twisting around and popping, you're like trapped with him, and you're like, oh my god, this fucking thing's gonna kill me. So it's like, it's creepy as fuck. He is, and he has kind of like, he still has some clowny personality. He still does goofy poses. There's a scene where he actually captures Beverly and takes her down, I guess, in the sewers, and he even opens up this circus and he starts dancing because, yeah, he's a dancing clown. But even him dancing, like, the scenery behind him looks like the fucking circus of hell. Like my god. Like, so anyways, what can I say? It was a very good movie. There are certain things here and there that I don't remember from the original. Maybe also because original, it was basically like a TV movie, so, the budget. There's a scene where it captures Beverly and, it's gonna make her float and all that. And when the kids finally do arrive in the sewers to try to rescue her, she's actually floating in midair. And I don't remember that in the original. And like all the lost kids, because apparently this town has a history of lost kids. There's always like missing kids here and there. And Ben also found this book, like the history of the town. And that's how he discovered that almost every 27 years, there's always like this kind of event or something happens, and all these kids die and all these people die. So that's how he determined that. And now we got people dying now too, and kids are missing and all that. So it's like whatever this thing is comes out every fucking 27 years, So yeah, all these lost kids just floating in midair and all that stuff. And it was just like, yeah, I don't remember any of that in the original. I don't know. And that's a hard thing, because I know the TV series took a lot of cues from the original Stephen King novel, and I know that it was not a perfect thing. So for me, I'm not like the expert on what this movie did that the TV series didn't, that was in the novel. I can't really say, well, that's not right, because for all I know, that could have been in the novel too. So I don't know. And yeah, so basically it also has this particular creepy as fuck house. They determine that that's where he is, and that's when they try to go stop him, because in that house it's linked to like the sewers, but the house itself is like, it's like a fucking fun house of horrors. Each room has some different shit, and it comes into any forms and just a whole bunch of stuff. So overall it's a good movie. I was entertained. I really wanted to see how the kids like would deal with it, like how would they stop them and everything. And I do like that at the end, like, it basically lives on fear. That's why a lot of times he doesn't kill you right away. He just does all this creepy shit, because like the more scared you are, the more he feeds off you. He wants to eat you when you're like at your most terrified and everything. So when you are not afraid of him and everything, like he's not that powerful, you can actually hurt him, and you're braver in the group. So that's kind of a thing. So near the end of the movie, and spoilers here, but near the end of the movie, it actually captures Bill, and he actually captures him and everything, and all the kids are kind of like just they're kind of what can they do here, and I guess they already know about the years and everything, so he's like okay kids, like you're all gonna die here, you're all gonna die here, or you could let me keep Billy here, let me feast on him and satisfy my hunger, and you guys will never have to see me again. At least for 27 years, you'll live to grow old and move out and prosper and all that. Or you could stay and I could kill you all. Make your choice and everything. And the kids were actually kind of stuck there because this thing is a fucking horrible, like, oh God, you don't even want to face that. So it's like, I mean, it's your friend, but you're still kind of tempting. Okay, so we kind of sacrifice. We never did like that Billy guy. Like if we sacrifice him, at least you'll live, peaceful lives for 27 years. You got 27 years to get your shit together, grow up, get a job, and just move the fuck out of that town and all that. But yeah, so that was kind of a tough choice. Of course, the kids made the right choice. Of course, they all helped attack him and defeat him and stab him and a whole bunch of stuff. Another thing I also want to say is that to make the movie a bit more modern, also is the original movie took place like it was like the 60s, I believe, when they were kids, and as adults it was the 90s. So now in this version, well, we don't know yet how far it'll be when they're adults, but here as kids, it's the 90s. And it's just nostalgia. It's nostalgia. You got like New Kids on the Block music. They showed the original Street Fighter arcade because it was still 1989. Street Fighter 2 came out like in the 90s, I think, 1990 or something like that. So you had all like the old arcades, you had all that old 80s stuff. Yeah, 90s stuff, 80s, 90s, whatever, So it was kind of interesting just to see that. It was just, I don't know, it was just kind of fun seeing all that nostalgia, all that stuff. And it's always kind of weird, though. It makes you kind of wonder how those kid actors of today feel when it's like, you gotta pretend this is cool because back then this was cool, that they probably think New Kids on the Block were like lame as all hell, but it's like, dude, these guys were like the shit back then. You gotta pretend you're cool. So yeah, but yeah, those are my final thoughts, I guess. I don't really have much to say. I don't really have too many complaints. It was entertaining. Like, I really wanted to see what was going to happen. I kept wanting to see, like, what you're going to do, what's going on. And I'm also surprised that these gangster kids, it actually killed some of those gangster kids, too. I thought he was just going to, so I kind of forgot those details. So it's kind of interesting that some of those guys got their comeuppance. And another thing is that it is just fucking everywhere. Like, he appears on your TV, like tempting you to kill people, kill them, and like one of the bad guys even killed his own father because I guess he always hated him. But it's just like it's like he's like everywhere at once. That's like the weird thing. No matter where you are. And one thing I wish the kids have said that, like when the kids were like the person who went to the house. One of the kids was like, screw this shit. This is summertime. We're supposed to be having fun. We can't be going back. We're not going back. Like, I wish someone said, don't you understand that this fucker is everywhere. If we don't go back to the house, he's going to just kill you in your own house. I mean, he's everywhere. We got to do something. So that was kind of the only thing they could have said there. The effects were cool. I guess that's what we kind of got nowadays. I guess nowadays horror movies are all jump scares, shaky camera, blurry stuff. But I don't know. It was entertaining. It was a good movie. I did like Pennywise. I can't wait for the sequel. I really want to see the sequel and see what they're gonna do and how they're gonna adapt this stuff. I guess like in one way I wish we could have seen a bit more Pennywise, but another way I do kind of understand that the more we see of him, the less scary he is. Like we don't want to see him too much in the movie, and these characters do need time to develop and everything. Like you feel Bill's pain with his brother. I think most of us that got siblings can't imagine losing our sibling that way. And I think for some people that, like, if some loved one, something happens to them, but you're not there to witness it, like, you can still have that, like, denial that he's still there. So I kind of understand where Bill comes from, where he doesn't want to admit that his brother's actually dead. He wants to think he's just missing. He's missing. We'll find him. We'll find him sometime. We will, that kind of thing. So I do kind of feel his pain there. And the more we know the characters, the more we care about them and don't want them to die and all that stuff. So another thing I can say, I guess, the movie wasn't really all that bloody. Okay, it's bloody, but I mean, it wasn't gory. We're not seeing torture and people getting, their hearts ripped out. So it's not that bad. If you guys like horror but don't want to see like extreme gore and torturing and people's getting, their eyes gouged out and whatever, it's not that bad. So yeah, check it out. That's what I would say. If you're a fan of the original and stuff like that, check it out. And that concludes my review. And wow, it's only 50 minutes in, and that already concludes my review. Okay, so I guess right now we're open to Q&A. Any question? Let me see here because this chat covers my views here. We've got 3 people watching. 3 people. Hey, there we go. So let me see here the real thing here. Okay. Okay, now I got nothing against the Defenders. I just haven't had time to watch it. I only have some time to watch certain shows. To be honest, the only things I watch, like the only things I really watch are Dragon Ball Super, the King of Fighters Destiny, whenever wrestling is on like a pay-per-view or something, and if I have time just to kind of chill, it's like the thing where you just kind of lay back and just watch whatever happens to be on. I watch a bit of Family Guy or American Dad, so I don't really have that much time to watch these shows. Back when Daredevil was new, I actually did watch a bit of Daredevil, but I just kind of lost track during the season because again, there's only so many hours in a day, and when you have such a limited free time to actually do stuff, and I still try to do my videos when I have time. It's like I don't know. It's like I don't want to waste my weekend binge watching like all of because yeah, this is like Daredevil, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, and Iron Fist. You gotta watch all those series and then watch these episodes together. And the last episodes I've seen of Daredevil, he was still in his black outfit. He still didn't have like his official Daredevil outfit, so I'm kind of behind. And let me see here. Wonder Woman 2017. I honestly didn't see it. I kind of missed it. So I'll watch it when it's out. I think is it out already on Redbox or whatever. I'll probably catch it. That's why most of the time, unless I just have no time or maybe the movie just didn't grab me at all. Like I would mostly do a review. So if you guys don't see like a Wonder Woman movie review, then that means that yeah, I didn't see it. So yeah, you would have seen a review by now on this channel if I've seen Wonder Woman. And let me see here. So yeah, creepy clowns Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I remember that one. And Michael Myers and Freddy. And that's the thing though. He's weird because the thing about Pennywise is that he's basically like he's basically like he's like fear. He's like fear incarnate, and for whatever reason, he likes to be Pennywise the Clown more than anything else. But he can look like anything. He can look as whatever the hell you fear. So even if let's say you're afraid of I don't know Freddy, yeah. So Freddy Fazbear will fucking jump out of the game and kill you and choke you and snap your neck and stuff. It's it, but it took the form of Freddy Fazbear. He's like fear and he's similar to Freddy because you're seeing these gruesome images and stuff, but you're wide awake though. That's the difference. I mean, Freddy, you're sleeping, you're dreaming or whatever, or you're like knocked out. That's the funny thing about Nightmare on Elm Street. Sometimes like the kids just drop out sleeping or they get easily knocked out, and that's how Freddy gets them and stuff because they're so sleep deprived. But yeah, it's basically like having Freddy stuff coming at you, but in the real world, like only you can see it. So that adds to it too because they're gonna think you're crazy. You're gonna be like, dude, I saw a giant clown and I saw like the entire bathroom was covered in blood, like the whole room is red with blood and everything, and like no one's gonna see it. No one's gonna believe you, and that's even scarier because you're seeing all this scary shit, and you're the only one that can see it, or maybe you or your other friends if they're also targeted by it. So yeah, it's kind of like Freddy Krueger, but like you're awake during all this shit. You're awake during all this crap. Like all these attacks, he was in the library attacking the kid, and the librarian just came in. She didn't see nothing weird, nothing going on. He could appear in your fucking basement. He could appear in the down the street or something. He could appear anywhere, and you're like the only one that sees his shit. So yeah, that's one thing about Pennywise the Clown or it, that he's basically like Freddy Krueger, except that you're like awake during this shit. And that's the thing though. You could actually get killed accidentally because you're running away from stuff only you can see, and you can still get hit by a car or some other shit. Or if you got other enemies, like these kids got these stupid bully guys with switchblades and fire like flamethrowers and shit. You could be so busy running from it, you're gonna run right into them, and they're gonna kill you. Because I guess after these kids kind of put up a fight against it kind of realized that these kids gotta go. So it's like, yeah, he wants to eat them and stuff, but he doesn't care who kills them as long as someone kills them. He tries to convince the bad guys to kill them because he wants these kids dead, even if it's someone else and not him, but he wants these kids dead. So this guy, it's just creepy. He's everywhere. I mean, with Freddy, that just stay awake or something. With Jason, that stay the fuck away from Crystal Lake. And with Michael Myers, to stay away from his family. He's always killing his family, so stay away from the Myers family so he won't kill you as a bystander. But it is just everywhere, wherever you're scared, wherever there's a dark corner, wherever there's something that you just don't want to go to, he'll be there and he'll remind you that you can float too. So, anyways, I'm open up here for any Q&A, guys. We got about, I guess, half an hour, more or less, give or take, while we start watching Dragon Ball Super. Of course, last week we didn't have an episode because it was, I guess, some Japanese holiday, or I don't know what happened, something, something, something. So it wasn't shown, and we're gonna see it this week. I did see this YouTube troll guy that actually posted a video on the episode 1089, whatever episode we're on now, and it's like, watch it. So you play the video and it shows the intro and everything, but then you see, of course, Rick Astley singing the "Never Gonna Give You Up" thing, so you get like trolled so hard. Everybody was like so mad at him and everything. Oh, that's another thing about Dragon Ball Z. If you guys have been keeping track of Dragon Ball Fighter Z, one thing about that is that, damn, that is fucking awesome. Now we've got this like, now they're putting like original characters. I was actually gonna make a separate video about this, but I think I'll just do it like just now while we're here. But like, now we got this new character named Android 21, and I guess she's gonna be like a new character here. So I guess what they're gonna do in this series is that now we're gonna have original characters. Now, on one side, I can understand if some people might complain that why is this character here or something like that, because it's kind of like taking up a slot. It's kind of wasting space of someone that you could have had like a real Dragon Ball Z character, like maybe another form of Majin Buu, or you could have had a GT character, whatever character you want. It's like this slot is wasted now by its original character. But on the other hand, I also kind of like it because as a fighting game, there's a brand new character that you know nothing about. That I'm gonna actually try to edit this so you can see it. There's a brand new character you know nothing about, and you're not gonna know what moves they have or what to expect, and that's kind of awesome. Because the thing is, all these other characters that you have here, let me see, can I actually do this during my stream? I believe I can. Okay, so I'm gonna be doing this while I'm talking. But yeah, so like if you have Goku or Gohan in the game, like even if you haven't played the game, you know he's gonna do a Kamehameha somewhere, you know. But this brand new character, Android 21, we have no idea what she does, what kind of moves she's gonna be given, or anything. It's just kind of interesting to do that. So there we go. That's Android 21. For those people that have not heard about this, apparently Tenshin Han and Yamcha are going to be added in there as well. So it's kind of cool for fans of Yamcha and Tenshin Han and everything. And let me see here. Yeah, so you guys are seeing that. So that girl with the glasses is a brand new character named Android 21. She has a bit of a lab coat over her. The only thing that's kind of weird about her is that she doesn't have the red ribbon logo on her anywhere, unless maybe the back of her outfit has it or something, but she doesn't have that logo. And this game also has kind of like a story mode kind of thing, where I guess the story mode is that there's like all these evil clones of the Z fighters, and you gotta like stop them or find out why they're there. So this game has like awesome, you know, play-by-play mode, you know, versus mode, multiplayer mode, whatever, but also has a cool story mode to check out. And I guess with this new character here, I guess maybe Android 21 is gonna be somehow behind this. Maybe she's another long lost person, or maybe she's I don't know. I mean, they could just make up shit, you know. They could just make up shit. So maybe this character is based on Dr. Giro's long lost wife or long lost daughter, or I don't know. And she's so pissed off that Dr. Giro's, you know, killed, and all these robots are killed. So now he's gonna come back and all that stuff. And yeah, that's kind of interesting now that you got this. And okay, to answer your questions real quick, Derek. Let me see here. Well, no, Goku has not fought Jiren just yet. They keep holding off. I guess that's going to be like the big thing. Like, I'm really expecting that near the end, whatever DBZ characters from our side are left, Jiren's going to probably one-shot all of them out of the ring and leave it like basically the fate of everything between Goku and Jiren, you know? That's what's going to happen. But so far, they haven't fought yet. But as for Frieza, there's another universe. There's the evil version, like another of that race called Frost. And it looks like they're going to team up. But the thing is, of course, you can't really trust Frieza. You can't really trust Frost. So, you know, they're going to double-cross each other. It'll be a question of who double-crosses who. From our side, people that got disqualified or, well, thrown out so far. Krillin's been thrown out, and Tenshin Han's been thrown out. Master Roshi's still in it. He was about to. He was, whatever, but he has time to still recover. And that's the thing about this tournament. That's the stupid thing. It's like this whole tournament is like, I believe 45 minutes or 42 minutes, something like that. It's a little over half an hour, and yet you have time to fight, run away, hide, take little naps, rest. You're unconscious. You still have time to be knocked unconscious before someone wakes you up. You have all this time within less than half an hour. You have all this time to do this shit. Have multiple fights and hide in. I mean, it's insane. This is almost like Frieza's 5 minutes things all over again. It's just insane, like how they do it. But yeah, those are my thoughts. If you guys think, I don't know if you guys are either happy or wait, the server doesn't work. I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, from my side, I mean, I'm not sure how to do it, how to fix it. I mean, are any of you other guys seeing me? Just what is like the stream frozen up or something like that, or what's going on over there? I've been talking so much, I don't even. I guess refresh the page. I don't know. They said Soldier ain't from the hood. That's a cool name. Okay, Derek, can you tell me if you're still watching me? Is it still working, or what's going on? It's kind of hard to say because like even the intro shows Vegeta fighting against Brienne or something. Now I forgot if she was defeated or not. I know her friends were defeated, but I mean we'll see. They might do the usual thing where Vegeta will probably try to fight Jiren, but Jiren defeats him. So now it's up to Goku. They might do that. Maybe when Frieza betrays them, Vegeta might jump in and fight him and stuff. And or he'll fight against Frost again. Yeah, we'll see what's going on. Yeah, if you guys are having any issues, I guess maybe refresh the computer or close YouTube, open it back up again or something like that. And hi, by the way, I appreciate you watching here. Soul Jane from the Hood, it's a pretty awesome name. But yeah, that's my main thing here. That's my main thing with Android 21. People may be complaining that she's taking up the space of what could have been like another Dragon Ball Z character, but we still don't know how many characters are going to be in the game. They can still add way more. We don't know yet. They might have characters from Super and I guess from GT. People still like some of the GT characters. So, I don't really complain about her. She's kind of interesting. She's interesting because she's completely brand new and we know absolutely nothing to, nothing about her or her moves or anything. So that makes it kind of interesting. From a fighting game perspective, having a brand new character you know nothing about, it's kind of cool. Now, yes, it's not Modelo. They're not gonna do that. I don't think they're not. I don't think they're gonna branch out and do another series. I don't know. And that's another thing people keep thinking. Everyone is saying that since we got all these new characters, we're introduced to all these new characters, and it'll be a shame to wipe out all the universes. What's going to happen is that they're going to probably wipe out all the universes, but they're going to use the Dragon Balls, Super Dragon Balls, to bring them all back, or maybe Zeno will change his mind because he likes Goku that much and, bring the universes back, or I don't know. It's kind of weird, but I kind of wish that they do keep the universes gone because, I mean, we got to show some consequences, guys. We cannot always have the Dragon Balls fix everything at the end because then why even waste the time? Why even do things? Now, one thing I do want to say, a lot of people complained about the ending of the Future Trunks saga with Samas and everything because at the end, yes, it looked like Trunks was going to kill Samas, but then he became like this, I don't know, he became part of Sky. Like the whole Sky was just Samas's evil face of evil because evil and everything. And there was nothing that can be done until Goku gets Zeno, like the Zeno from that universe, I guess, and he wipes out Trunks' entire future timeline with our heroes escaping just in time. So that universe is completely gone, including Samas, and they, at the end, basically took Trunks and Mai to another timeline. And the weird thing is that in this timeline, I guess there's going to be another, the normal Trunks and Mai are going to be in that timeline too. So our Trunks and Mai have to, I guess, be careful not to bump into them or something. I don't know. And it's just so weird because It's like a whole new universe now. All these people that Trunks and Mai meet are not going to be the same ones they knew. It's almost like Rick and Morty shit, basically. Really, it's like alternate universe stuff. And a lot of people complained that this story arc totally fucked up Trunks because everything Trunks did in Dragon Ball Z and everything he did in Super, basically it was for nothing because in the end, Zeno wiped out that entire universe. All his friends, all his surviving family, Bulma, his Bulma, they're all gone. Even if that other universe has another Bulma, the Bulma, like his actual birth mother, was killed by Goku Black, and nothing can reverse that. But I kind of think, like, yeah, it sucks for Trunks, but I kind of think that, like, it's also kind of awesome because it just shows that Samas was just such a dangerous, powerful enemy that you couldn't just Dragon Ball your way out of it. There were consequences, lasting consequences. Now, the only thing I could think of that could be like a real cop out is if they win the Tournament of Power and somehow stop Xeno from, wiping universes, whatever. They could use the Super Dragon Balls per wish. Why don't you bring back Trunks' original future timeline or something like that? I don't know. That would be a super cop out. But I do like the fact that at least that storyline had consequences because, basically speaking, okay, Frieza killed all the Nameks and blew up planet Namek, but they just made a new planet Namek. They revived most of the Nameks, not the ones that were killed by Vegeta though, and took them back to that planet. So now they got their planet, and they're happy, and whatever, And so far that planet has not been attacked. I think in one of the movies they did so, but in the actual series, that planet's been living in peace. Cell came. Cell killed all these people and the Cell games, but he gets defeated. They revived like to the last person that was killed by Cell. I mean, the only, I guess, consequence is that it made Mr. Satan super popular or whatever, but of tragic consequences, they brought back everyone that Cell killed. And then Majin Buu, he killed everyone on the whole planet. They blew up the fucking planet. They brought back everybody. So, like, some characters don't come back, like Android 16, he's a robot, you can't revive him, he has no, like, actual soul. And yes, Kid Buu is dead forever because he got Mr. Buu, and Kid Buu will be reincarnated as Oob, but the Kid Buu himself will never come back. Minor things, but as far as the rest of the world knows, like, the world goes on. Like, the planet was destroyed, they all get revived, the world goes on, yippee-ki-yay, yay, it's all perfect. This one doesn't have that ending, though. This one, no matter what, Trunks and Mai lost everyone they knew in the original timeline. It's all gone. All the people they see now are weird alternate universe versions of themselves. So they got totally fucked no matter what. And like I said, that gives credit that Samas was just that dangerous of an enemy that you just couldn't Dragon Ball your way out of it. And that's kind of cool. So, let's see here. Any other questions or things, guys? Oh my god, we got a whole hour of this. No, I mean, not a whole hour. We still got like a whole half hour before I cut out. And I don't even know what else to talk about. You see, that's why I want to see the movie, because that way I have a bit of an opening, I have something to kind of start my I guess my live stream with. I guess it's a live stream podcast. So I might do that if I see other movies or if I see wrestling pay-per-views and things like that. I might start the podcast. Yeah, this is a podcast. I might start the podcast talking about that, and then when we're done, we'll do the Q&A and stuff like that. So, and yes, it's not Modelo. I wonder if we can even show this. I don't know. That's a weird thing. Sometimes you can't do stuff because the thing is advertising or something, but the thing is, it's like I'm not advertising Coke or Pepsi or whatever. I'm just drinking something. That's what my drink happens to be. I show no preference because you don't just drink from one brand, So we got two people watching here, and I don't know. I guess we kind of ran out of topics to talk about. In the world of wrestling, we got No Mercy coming out, and wait, what? Oh my God, no! I'm not gonna watch that. No, I tried. I tried to get into Naruto. I watched the series. I think we call it Naruto. I was trying to get into Naruto, but I just couldn't. And I bought the manga, and I'm like, maybe the manga's better. I don't know. I just couldn't get into it. I just never cared. I know Boruto is the spin-off, his kid and all that. I don't know. And it's too long of a series. It's like that's the thing about these series that are super long, like Dragon Ball Z and stuff, it's just so much easier if you actually watch them way back when they were new, when you were kind of keeping track. But like to watch a series like Dragon Ball, can you imagine now if you've never ever heard of it ever? Can you imagine having to binge watch all of Dragon Ball, all of Dragon Ball Z, and I guess Super to like catch up? That's a lot. And yeah, series like Bleach. Bleach has like so many fucking episodes. And that's the thing though. I think Bleach ended, didn't it? And that's the thing. I wonder how it ended. I wonder what was I guess the big final bad guy or whatever they defeated to end the series. I know Inuyasha ended. Um a lot of series ended, a lot of like long time running series that we never thought we would live to see the end of, like Inuyasha and Naruto and Bleach are all ending. It's kind of interesting though. And I guess now the big one is kind of going is One Punch Man. I think I'm not sure. I think One Piece also end. Like, I could have sworn I saw a commercial on Cartoon Network saying that we're going to be airing the final episodes or something like that, the final missions or whatever. So I don't know. I think now the new things are like JoJo Bizarre Adventure, um, the one I just named, I forgot. This new remake that's based on what's that? Hunter x Hunter. I saw episodes of Hunter x Hunter back in Mexico, the original version with the kid with the fishing pole, and now they got this new redrawn version, this new remake, and I don't know what they're doing with it. I don't know if it's all new. I don't know if it copies a certain part and keeps going. It's kind of hard to say. Okay, so Bleach is still going. So as of right now, Bleach is still going. Wow. Jeez. So I wonder how they did in the anime. Because that's the thing, though. Inuyasha ended, but the manga kept going. And then when the manga finally ended, they decided to release these episodes now as anime. Now they're called, Inuyasha the final chapters. So if Bleach is actually still going in the manga and the anime ended, I assume later on we're gonna have something called like Bleach the final whatever to keep going. That's interesting here. But yeah, those are the things I kind of want to watch. I kind of want to watch these weird ones. A lot of things that anime have done lately is that now, and that's kind of weird. If you notice, anime and cartoons have kind of gone more into the slice of life kind of things. That's the kind of like stuff. Like now there's more episodes and more shows about weird shit going on, but not so much about superheroes with superpowers and things like that. Like the like Food Wars is not about saving the world, I assume this restaurant from another world is going to be something like that. So it's all these weird shows, all these weird things, and other cartoons are doing that now. Cartoons that we got now, like Gumball. I know what's it called? Regular show ended, and now you got stuff like Gravity Falls. I don't know. I don't really watch that much of the cartoons nowadays. I don't really have time anymore. But most of these cartoons deal with a more slice of life things, with I guess some action and stuff thrown in, but still kind of like slice of life. There was this other show that the new DuckTales. I've seen DuckTales, but the new DuckTales also throws in more slice of life like scenes. Like yeah, there's still action. They still have their adventures to go out and seek treasures and stuff. And Scrooge McDuck doing what he does best. But there's still a lot of scenes of just comedy, of just them living their lives and just funny stuff going on because these characters are so eccentric. So that's what's going on now. Now there's more series based on just people living their lives and just the weird funny shit that happens in their lives, and not so much like back then when we were kids that it was like He-Man, Thundercats, Transformers, G.I. Joe, the Turtles. Everything was like a superhero badass action show. We didn't have shows about just like, oh, here's this kid's life in school. His life is so funny. So that's like a big difference now. It's a big difference to how they're doing it. Okay, so Cartoon Network. So One Piece is not ending. One Piece is still going on. Interesting. Now, one show that's interesting. One of the shows because like they bring stuff back. They brought back. They remade Sailor Moon. Dragon Ball Z, of course, has Dragon Ball Super. They remade Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter. They redone Lupin. Lupin the Third has a brand new series, all redrawn, reanimated and stuff, and all this stuff. But one thing that would be kind of cool, they should like bring back Yu Yu Hakusho. I don't know if they want to either redo it like a remake, or like do it like a remake, or just make more stuff of what happens next. Like these kids, these guys barely aged. Not that much stuff happened. I think the whole series took place within maybe 1 or 2 years or something like that. I think because what I remember, Jusuke went to the demon world for a couple of years, and they saw each other again in the last episode, and it ended there. But the thing is, like, it can't end there. I mean, come on, there's still going to be demons and other threats coming after you. They could have made maybe a series of them in their college years while still facing bad guys and stuff, or as adulthood still facing bad guys. I mean, that would be kind of cool. Another Yu Hakusho series there. So let's see here. So we got Cartoon Network is garbage. Hero Academia. Yeah, I heard so much about it. I'll try to find time. I've seen shirts of them. I've seen Funko Pops of them and stuff like that. One thing I did notice is that WWE also kind of slowed down with all these fucking pay-per-views. They're like all over the place with the pay-per-views, man. I think No Mercy is gonna be. Oh shit! In fact, let me check. For all I know, No Mercy could be tomorrow. Let me see here. Let me check my website here. 1 second. Yeah, No Mercy's next Sunday. So I'm surprised. We've actually had a couple of weeks um without a pay-per-view, and lately it's gotten to the point that it's like so annoying. It's gotten to the point where every other week was a pay-per-view, because they divide themselves to Raw and SmackDown. We got Raw pay-per-views, we got SmackDown pay-per-views, like every other Sunday. Like, so I'm glad it gave us some, I guess you could call it time off and everything. So that's kind of cool. But because yeah, I mean those things really take up a lot of your time. I guess you could kind of consider the May Young tournament as a kind of sort of thing, but I don't count it as that. It's kind of different. So yeah, one thing I also want to do, I now Netflix, whenever you watch something on Netflix, that was actually Paige's account. So I've never actually had my personal Netflix account. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna probably get a free trial on Netflix, and I'll see that American Death Note movie, and I'll let you guys know. Maybe later I'll do a stream on that. We could start the conversation with Death Note, the American version, my thoughts on it. I'll try to give it a chance. I know it's a whole different thing. It takes place in America. Light is like Light Turner, and L is black, because we got to be diverse and all that. One thing I always find kind of funny is Japanese people exist in America too. Like you could have had Japanese Americans play as Light Yagami. I mean, you know, it's almost like if there's like some series that was in Mexico and they remade it and it was all, I guess, Caucasian people actors. It's like, were there no Mexicans available in downtown you could have get as actors? I don't know. So I don't know. I do understand the diversity and stuff. I don't know. Some things I don't know. I never really. It's just weird. The weird thing about diversity is it's always weird. Like I don't know. Like I'm kind of curious. I kind of want to see if anyone has the balls to do it, because diversity and equality and social justice and all that stuff. But I want to see whenever they do another remake. I want to see, like, if they have the balls to do it, a Batman, Superman, maybe Wonder Woman, maybe Spider Man. I want to see, I want to see like a black Spider Man. I want to no, well, not Miles, a black Peter Parker. I want to see a black Peter Parker. I want to see a black Superman, Clark Kent, or maybe a Mexican Wonder Woman, Latina Wonder Woman. I want to see that, because that's the thing I noticed about the diversity angle. Usually when they do this, if the main character is Caucasian in the original, comic, cartoon, whatever, they get that character right. Spider-Man, Peter Parker Spider-Man, do not confuse him with Miles Morales. Peter Parker Spider-Man will always be a Caucasian actor to match the comics, but everybody else, who cares? Everybody else can be any mix of race, whatever you want it to do, but the main character always stays. And if you have Superman, Superman will always be played by a Caucasian guy. Wonder Woman will always be played by a Caucasian woman. Like even Daredevil. My props to Michael Clark Duncan though. Like I was a bit, with the difference and change, but he did a good role. He was a very good Kingpin, and he's a good actor too. So I don't have too much against him being cast as the Kingpin in the original Daredevil movie. But again, Daredevil, the main character, is still played by a Caucasian guy. Everybody else can be whatever race you want, and they always do that. So I want to see if they're ever brave enough, if Hollywood is ever brave enough to make a movie based on an existing something and have the actual main character be something else. If the character is Caucasian in the original whatever, I want to see a Mexican dude. I want to see a black dude. I want to see an Asian dude. I want to see something else, like some other race that's not the original one, play that character and see. Because I don't know, it'd be cool. It'd be cool. I have no problem with a black Wonder Woman. I got no problem with a Mexican Superman. That'd be kind of funny. And I want to see that. I want to see if they're down the line and to do it serious too. Not a parody, not a joke, not like, okay, this is Superman, the Mexican version essay. Like no. Do it like straight, play it serious, but have the main character played by someone else, and then we'll really see true equality and true diversity without just singling out like whatever. Because yeah, that's what I've always seen. That's the trend I'm always noticing. The main character is always like almost always like he or she is just forced to be the same race as the characters based on, but everyone else is, who cares what they are? That kind of thing. So I'm kind of curious. And, what can I say? I have respect for everyone, of all races, of all kinds, of all everyone. So, I don't know. I'm just kind of curious. I just want to see that. Yeah, and you see, that's the thing you're saying. That's what you're saying right there. That's the example. Cheetah from Wonder Woman could be played by a black woman, but again, Wonder Woman's still gonna be white, and that's the thing. It's like Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 2. Yeah, they have a white dude playing Spider-Man. Shocker was a white dude in the comics. They had James, I forgot his name. Oh god, I forgot his name. Jamie Foxx. Yeah, they had Jamie Foxx play Shocker, and to be awesome, he was cool. He did a good role. I like he was this nerdy guy, and no one like took him for recognition or whatever. He just wanted someone to know him, to acknowledge him. He was basically running. He was basically in charge of making sure that Oscorp was running as it should, and no one gave a shit. So I kind of understand like that dude just wanted recognition, and shit happened, and he became a supervillain and all of that. But he played a good role, but notice how Spider-Man is still, the white dude like in the comics, but Shocker, who cares if he's a different race? So I want to see that. I want to see them be brave enough to have Wonder Woman be a different race, And this is weird. This is a very awkward topic. I don't know, because so many people are sensitive, and I don't want to get this discussion going that route, because a lot of people are sensitive, and sometimes it gets so sensitive to the point that even if you say, I respect all races equally, like if they're cool with me, I'm cool with them. I got no problem with anyone of any race or sexual orientation. Someone will still find that, and they'll still turn those words around, and they'll still say, oh, that dude's racist, oh, that dude's sexist, and whatever. So I kind of want to avoid that. It gets it's just so whatever. Like it gets to the point that you could even say, I love Wonder Woman. The movie was like the best movie I've ever seen. It's like the best female representation of a superhero, and they could still somehow say, yeah, he's sexist. He's sexist somehow. So yeah, I want to avoid that topic. Let's try to avoid all of these, I guess, real world politics and opinions and everything. I believe like I want to kind of do a thing where this place would be, I guess, what they call this safe place here. So basically, if you guys are tired of drama, you're tired of politics, you're tired of whatever's going on in the real world, this is your safe haven here, talking with me as we discuss anime, cartoons, cinema. And so, yes, I know I've seen the Mexican Superman, but I'm talking about an actual legit movie, not just like a 2-minute skit. But that's what I'm saying. Like, this would be your safe haven to talk about movies and nerdy stuff and cartoons and anime without having to worry about like politics and stuff like that. If you notice, my channel has always been like that. I've never made anything based on any presidential election for or against. I try to avoid a lot of real world issues because sometimes your people can get misinformed. I could be misinformed. I could just see the headline that, I don't know, a cop beat up some kid for no reason, and I could be like, holy shit, guys, this cop beat up that kid for no reason, and I like would not see the full story as to exactly how that took place. So I really want to avoid all, like, I guess, real world problems in politics and whatever. I don't want to start like some kind of Republican versus Democrat debates or social justice stuff and all that stuff. That's what I said. Jamie Foxx was Electro, and he was awesome. He did a good role. I mean, he played a role as that kind of a character, as that kind of a nerdy, forgotten character that just wants some acknowledgement in his life. He played that role pretty good. And you see, one of the biggest problems that Spider-Man 2 had, or I should say Amazing Spider-Man 2, one of the biggest problems with Amazing Spider-Man 2 is that they literally wasted too much time advertising for Amazing Spider-Man 3 that would, never come. It's like, okay, we got Oscorp and all that stuff. It's like the thing is, well, hold on, let me just get on this real quickly. The thing is, focus on the movie you're making now. Don't waste time advertising a sequel. My God, I can't talk right now. I think my voice is off, like, whatever from all this talking. But yeah, when you make a movie, focus on the now, not the later. Wow, I can't talk. But hold on, let me clear my throat. That should do it. Yeah, when you make a movie, focus on the now, not the later. Okay, yeah, I do understand post credits and things like that. I do understand little hints, but don't do it like that. Spider-Man 2, Amazing Spider-Man 2, I gotta clarify. Amazing Spider-Man 2 was filled with so many things. You had Felicia Hardy that could potentially be Black Cat in a sequel. You had the Rhino that was basically for a sequel. You saw I think they had like the Dr. Octopus arms and all these hints of the Sinister Six that would come out in the sequel. But the thing that really got me the most was that even in the trailer for Spider-Man 2, they were already showing the scientist guys walking past the hallways with the Dr. Octopus arms and all the other weapons of the other villains. It's like, okay, is Dr. Octopus going to be in the movie? Is it going to be in the movie? No? Okay, then don't show that, That's something you leave as a surprise. That's something that when you watch the actual movie, that scene is there, or is it like an extra credit thing? Now, yes, I know the Marvel ones are kind of like that too. I remember there was a scene in Avengers 2, Age of Ultron, where Thor saw visions that would, I guess, hint what's going to happen with Ragnarok. So, yes, that was also advertising another movie that's coming out. It's actually coming out this November, I believe. But that was not in the trailer, okay? The trailer focused on Ultron. The trailer did not show the Black Widow splashbacks. It did not show Thor's thing. It focused on the movie at hand. So that was my biggest problem with Spider-Man 2, Amazing Spider-Man 2. I believe that Amazing Spider-Man should have kept going. They should have had 3. Oh, I keep saying Shocker instead of Electro. Oh, okay, now I understand your comments. Yes, okay, I do apologize. Yes, I meant Electro, not Shocker. I do apologize, but yeah. That's why you were saying that. Yes, Jamie Foxx was Electro, not Shocker. I'm sorry. Yes, because Electro's an actual electric dude. Shocker basically just has these gauntlets that supersonic punches you into next week. So, yeah, I do apologize, Neutronium Ranger. Yeah, you were right. Jamie Foxx was Electro and all that. But, as for Derek here, yeah, I'm not sure about Clash Royale. I'll see if it works on my mobile phone. One thing is, let's see how much, because my mobile phone is already crammed with games. It already has like turtle games and marble games and puzzle games and stuff. So if my phone can actually handle that without blowing it up, and I could actually stream it without the stream also blowing up, I'll try to see that. Now I don't know. Now I do know I have an app. There's a YouTube gaming app on your phone you can use, and that's how I record. Whenever you see my footage of my matches on TMNT Legends or WWE, WWE Immortals, that's all from that app. But I don't know if there's a feature for it to be live, like a live thing where I can actually stream. It'll look different though, because it'll be like the game with me in the small little circle in the corner there. So it'll look different from what you see here. But we'll see. We'll see. But let me see here. So we got 4 minutes left because I guess I'm just that what do you call it? I don't know. I guess I'm that OCD. So we still got 4 minutes left in the chat, guys. If you guys got any comments or quotes, I do want to thank you guys. I know we didn't really have any people. I do appreciate you guys for watching it, because if at least one person watches and, you know, actually chats with me and stuff, it kind of makes it worth it, you know. Kind of makes it worth it. So I do thank both of you guys for watching. There were a couple of people that kind of came and went and everything during the stream. You know, maybe they'll see what's going on. All right, so Derek's taking off for today. So let me see here. Is he gone? Well, I still got 2 people watching. Now, I can't predict this. There's no real schedule yet. We'll see what goes on. I can't really promise, like right now it's too soon for me to say, stay tuned next Saturday for the stream. Yay! It's too soon for that. I can't really promise next Saturday, but we'll see. We'll see. But if I do it, I'll probably make a video like I did this time. I'll make a video like on a Tuesday or something saying, hey guys, we got a pay-per-view. We got, you know, WWE No Mercy or something. And I'm going to talk about it this Saturday, so watch it. That kind of thing. If I do plan to make a stream, I'll let you guys know ahead of time. But right now, it's too soon for me to promise, you know, every Saturday a stream, every Saturday. You know, I can't do that yet. So we'll see. We'll see. I also got to work on Video Game Masters. Video Game Masters still got episodes left. I'm still working on episodes. Me and Johnny are doing some back and forth. I'm also talking to Brian from Another Turbo Idea. He's got some cool stuff that we're going to be working together on. And that kind of thing. So we still got some episodes. I think what I'm going to do is that since it took so long to release the last Video Game Masters episode, when I make the new one, I'll probably just put it up. But my plan is to kind of save up some of the other ones and just post them up, you know, like in mass. I'll probably have maybe 3 episodes together. But this one, I got to do it. What's also kind of slowing me down a bit is that, of course, at the end of each episode, no, I don't know. First of all, his computer probably couldn't handle it. His computer is very, I mean, he needs a new computer. Johnny's computer cannot even handle Freddy's without being slow and crap. So he needs a new computer. But, yeah, I mean, next time Johnny comes to visit me, or if I ever go visit him and I take my computer with me or something, maybe I'll do that. Honestly speaking, we don't have the best high-tech computers. For all I know, like, all of YouTube would explode from whatever if both me and Johnny try to do a live stream together. It might, like, just fuck the hell up. I don't know. And the setup is kind of weird. I think it's easier for me to explain to him. It took me a while to figure out all this stream stuff. It took me a while to figure out how it works and matching the codes and whatever and doing the images and all this stuff. It took me a while to figure it out. And I think Johnny is not that, like, tech savvy. So it's kind of, I mean, I could, I guess, walk him through it, but it's kind of a thing that would be probably easier if I was actually there in person to show him how to do it. But I don't know how he would do it, though, because, I mean, this is, I don't know. I guess if he's linked to my same YouTube channel, I don't know. It's weird. But anyways, guys, that's it for now. More stuff's coming up. Obviously, I'll be watching Dragon Ball Super and making my own Dragon Ball Super live reaction. You can see what's going on. I'll be working at Video Game Masters. No date just yet. I just gotta do it. I've been recording some of my game footage. Johnny's been doing some of his lines. So we're gonna get in there. We're working on it. But like I said, something that's been slowing me down is, of course, I'm adding scenes of the Video Game Masters movie at the end of each episode. And right now, there's still 1 or 2 more scenes left that's just, you know, talking and doing stuff. But we are going to get into the part where there's an act where fights take place. And they got to, you know, edit in fireballs and sound effects and stuff. And that kind of takes a while. That's like frame by frame and everything. So that is slowing me down. I do want to have a scene of the movie at the end of each episode, but we'll see. So anyways, guys, it is 9 o'clock now. And let me check what Crunchyroll is telling me. And yes, I know that you can watch anime on different places and stuff like that, but I would rather, pay and help people, help the money go to a good cause and help people support anime and all that good stuff. Let me see here. Okay, one second when I check Dragon Ball Super here. Okay, so Dragon Ball Super will be at 9:15 tonight. So I got 15 minutes. Let me just kind of chill, just relax a bit, whatever. I don't want to just hop off of this and just hop onto Dragon Ball Super. Let me just chill for a few minutes and maybe get a quick bite to eat or something, and I'll do Dragon Ball Super. So what can I say, guys? It was a lot of fun. It was kind of cool talking with you guys. We'll try to do it again sometime. And thanks for taking part. Thanks for making this interactive. I'm kind of stubborn, so I probably would have done it even if no one was watching. But because at least I do my It review, get that out of the way. But it was a lot more fun with you guys talking. So yeah, I'll watch Dragon Ball Super and see you next time. And to properly end this is all about it. What can I say? All right, Derek, if you're watching this, Dragon Ball Super is coming soon. If you want to see the new episode of Dragon Ball Super, you gotta come down here to watch it. And you'll see that the Saiyans float. They all float. And you'll float too. Anyways, guys, see you next time. Take care. And let me see how I turn this off.